Yes, this is Riola the Mad speaking. What can we do for you today? Mm-hmm. Okay, look, Anakin. I hate to tell you this, but the Scion is still in play test in D&D 5e, or I'd be saying, sure, I could go ahead and help you out with that. Right now, I can't do that. Once the Scion's official, we can do something for you. Eh, 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 ah, 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 yep. Ah, ah. All right, guys. Hey, welcome back. Today, we got patient number 3, the one, the only, Kain Highwind. We are making him a guardian class. His pronouns will be he, him, and Ratbastard Trader, because that is what he is. You'll notice I already got him marked to level 10. He is going to be a vengeance-based guardian. Let's go in here. Obviously, he's going to be a human, which gives him that additional stress. And of course, the adaptability feature of when you fail a roll that utilizes one of your experiences, you can mark a stress to do a reroll. I'm going to make him a Ridgeborn. What that does is he has advantage on rolls to traverse dangerous cliffs and ledges, navigate harsh environments, and use his survival knowledge. Sounds like a Ratbastard trainer to me. The base foundation stuffage for the vengeance. He gets an additional stress slot. Dude can tank a little bit. Also, he has revenge. Whenever an adversary within melee succeeds on an attack against him, he can pop 2 stress instead of marking a hit point. Tasty. That said, that done. I want to make agility his primary stat to take advantage of this one little feature under agility called leap. Basic movement, he can move 30 feet without a problem. This means he can jump it. See what I'm doing? Using his jump technique. Now, the problem is I'm going to have to give him a broadsword and a shield. No biggies. So we go back here to sheet 2. They say make strength. So we're going to swap those two out. 2, 1. We're giving the -1 to finesse. No instinct, no knowledge, 1 presence. Which does fit Kain perfectly. We're going into the rule book after the level 10ing to go ahead and equip him up. But he has the class feature Unstoppable. Once per long rest, he can become unstoppable. You can gain an unstoppable die. At level 1, your unstoppable die is a D4. Place it on the sheet, right there, in that gray circle. Starting with the 1 value facing up. After you make a damage roll that deals 1 or more hit points of damage, increase the unstoppable die by 1. Value, that is. When the die's value would exceed its maximum value, or when the scene ends, remove the die and drop out of Unstoppable. At level 5, it becomes a D6. While unstoppable, you get the following benefits. You reduce the severity of physical damage done by 1 whole threshold. You add the current value of the unstoppable die to your damage roll, and you cannot be restrained or made vulnerable. Sounds like him. That said, that done, let's move to the leveling portion of this, which is what most of you tune in for. Level 2. Okay, first of all, gotta get his level 1 experiences. Okay. Ready, Cecil? I gotta misspell Cecil. To make reference to right there at the beginning of the game, and thing that his heart desires the most and he cannot have. Rosa, ... Now keep in mind, in the after years, King came to peace with this, and wonderful stuff ensued. Okay. Third experience at +2, plus the 1 proficiency. I'll fill that in right now for the proficiency. I will serve with 3 dots. Because he says it a lot. I will serve my king. I will serve Golbez. Again, I will serve Golbez. I will serve Cecil. Yeah. There you go. Now, we're going to go in and get him his boosts here. We're going to start with a hit point slot and plus 1 to 2. So let's give him a hit point slot. And then we're going to go to agility and strength, turning them to a 3 and a 2 respectively. Again, we'll go through cards after the leveling up process. At level 3, I'm going to give him another hit point slot and a permanent +1 to his evasion. I'm just going to tally mark him for now. Level 4. He is going to take 1 to 2 and a stress. And the 2 we're going to do this time are instinct and presence. Please note, he does not have a spellcasting ability. Level 5. Level 5, we clear off all our marks. I'm going to give him a funny one for this one. Get out of my head. With 3 exclamation points and proficiency slot. Now, what we're going to do here, we're going to take his upgraded subclass and another +1 to evasion. That gives him Act of Reprisal. When an adversary damages an ally within melee, you gain a +1 bonus to your proficiency for the next successful attack you make against that person. Again, Sounds like Kain. Level 6. 1 to 2. You know what? No. I'm going to make it so it hurts. I'm going to take both of them into a +1 proficiency. Level 7. Hit point slot. And 1 to 2. Again, I'm not going to mark them because we're going to go right into the level 8 stuff. But it's going to go to 4, 3. Just to show you I did it. Now, level 8, obviously he's getting another proficiency dot filled in. And his last one is I must atone. So there's that. Now, over here for stuffages, I'm going to go with that +1 proficiency to give him all 6 dots. Level 9, upgraded subclass, and 1 evasion. That gives him Nemesis. Spend 2 hope to prioritize an adversary until your next rest. When you make an attack against your prioritized adversary, you can swap the results of your hope and fear die. You can only prioritize 1 adversary at a time. So yeah, he's full kit there. Level 10. I think we're going to go with 1 more hit point slot and the 1 to 2. I don't think I have to explain which 2. Obviously, agility and strength. Agility being a 5, strength being a 4. And like I said, a hit point slot, which I think I already did that. Yep. Okay, so ending stats so far 5, 4, -1, 1, 2, 0. And all that fun stuff there. Now, Guardians get the fun of Blade, and I forget the name of that one, but that one too. He will be wearing armor. I'm not going to do that. So let's choose his level 1. Plural. We're going to choose him not good enough, which allows you to re-roll all 1s and 2s 1 time. And one that's definitely not characteristic to Kain. I am your shield. When an ally within very close would take damage, you can mark a stress to stand in the way and make yourself the target of the attack instead. When you take damage from this, you can mark any number of armor slots to reduce the damage. Level 2s. I'm going to give him a Soldier's Bond. It's a direct reference to what happens at the very beginning of Final Fantasy IV. Basically, once per long rest, when he compliments someone or asks them about something they're good at, you both gain 3 hope. We know how much that is helpful. Level 3. Wait a minute. That changes things. Just a little bit. I'm actually torn on this one. If Cobra were standing right there, I'd be able to ask him about this one. We've got Scramble, once per rest. When a creature within melee range would deal damage to you, you can straight out say nope and move out of the way. Or Versatile Fighter, which I'm thinking one I'm going to take here. You can use a different character trait for an equipped weapon rather than the trait the weapon calls for. Allows him his actual spears. But no shield. When you deal damage, you can mark a stress to use the maximum result of one of your damage dice instead of rolling it. Well, considering he has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 stress, I think we're going there. Level 4. Level 4, we're going to make him super deadly here. We're going to give him Deadly Focus. What that does is, once per rest, he can apply all of his focus towards a singular target. Until he attacks something else, that thing's dead, or the battle ends, his proficiency is treated as at this point, a 7. Level 5. I am torn between Vitality and Armorer. Honestly, I'm thinking Vitality because you don't have to actually ditch a card for it, but it will be permanently locked away in his vault. Vitality says when you choose this card, permanently gain 2 of the following benefits: either 1 stress slot, 1 hit point, or +2 to all damage thresholds. So I'm thinking, good old Mr. Kane's going to take Vitality. He's going to gain an additional hit point slot and +2 to the damage thresholds. And this one is gone forever for him. Can never come back. Level 6s. We're going to make it so it's harder than heck to kill him. We're going to give him Rise Up. Gain a bonus to your severe threshold equal to proficiency. So that turns that to a +8. And whenever he marks one or more hit points from an attack, clear a stress. This is where we're getting rid of I Am Your Shield to give him Rise Up. Lev Sev. And honestly, I'd be dumb not to take that.
Very.
The question is, what do we want to get rid of?
Going theme base again?
We're going to get rid of the Not Good Enough to give him this one. Blade Touched. When 4 or more of the domain cards in your load are from the Blade domain, you get the following benefits. +2 bonus to all attack rolls, and a +4 bonus to severe damage threshold.
And you have exactly 4 of the blade.
Which turns that into a 12.
He's not gonna die.
So let's go ahead.
Don't get your shield ones.
Oh, I know, I'm looking at these ones first for a reason. We're going to get rid... No, we can't get rid of Soldier's Bond right yet. So what we're going to do is we are going to get rid of Soldier's Bond. This card cannot go away. Frenzy. Once per long rest, you can go into a frenzy until there are no more adversaries in sight. While you are frenzied, you can't use your armor slots, and you get a +10 bonus to damage and a +8 bonus to severe damage threshold.
Dear God.
There's a total right now of a +20 severe damage threshold. Level 9.
You'd be super not to take that one.
I'm looking through. Either one of those would be great.
Yeah, I don't think you need the shield ones. Honestly, as long as you keep that one, you're safe.
Goodbye, Deadly Focus.
Yeah, you don't need that.
7 Dyson damage.
Dear God. I recommend that one, though.
The Reaper Strike.
Uh-huh.
Reaper Strike, once per long rest, you can spend a hope to make an attack roll. GM will tell you which targets within your range would succeed against. You choose one of them, and they automatically take 5 hit points. Ultimates.
Who's this based on again?
Kain Highwind, the Dragoon from Final Fantasy IV.
Ew. I recommend that one.
Yeah, but what to get rid of?
That's the problem.
Honestly, I think we're going to be going ahead and getting rid of Reaper's Strike.
Yeah.
So Reaper's Strike goes away. And last card, Battle Monster. When you make a successful attack against an adversary, you can burn 4 stress to force the target to mark a number of hit points equal to the number of hit points you currently have marked instead of rolling the damage.
And this actually pairs up with your shield ability nice, too.
So even before we go in, kit him out with his armor. He gets a +2 minor and a +20 major damage threshold. Hence the book.
And every time you take a hit, you can clear a stress. That's nice. Every time you get hit, you get to clear a stress.
Indeed. That's why I chose it.
Yeah, that works really well with the ultimate battle monster.
You'll have to excuse me. I am looking for tier 4 stuff.
The legendary stuff.
I'm going to give him full fortified armor.
There it is. Deal God.
Base thresholds of 15 and 40. Base armor score 4. It has a feature called Fortified. What that does, and by the way, you can find that on page 127 of your core rulebook. Whenever you mark an armor, when you mark an armor slot to reduce the severity of a attack by one category, it's 2 instead of 1. So basically, with Unstoppable active, if he takes a severe to major, spot on armor slot takes nothing. So as sits, we also have to get him a shield. It's tempting to give him 2. One being his shield. And the other one being a shard. Or do I want to go ahead and say, forget both of that idea and give him a nice nope.
I would recommend something with life stealing or painful.
Yeah, the problem is he doesn't have a spell casting, and that's what some of these are.
Yeah.
Well, those are magic weapons anyway.
Physical weapons.
We're going to give him an extended pole arm. Now, there's a reason for that. First, the fighter allows me to change it from a finesse weapon to an agility weapon. It is two-handed, so he doesn't get his shield. D8 plus 10. And this weapon's attack targets all adversaries in a line within range. So he can hit everything at 10, anything 10 feet.
And when you ultimate, you can just kill one of them.
So there he is, kitted out, weapons and armor. Now, the fun part. Let's do some calculations. 17 minor damage threshold and a 60 on the other one. He
Hey,
does
you know,
have a 4 base armor and an evasion of a 12. Yikes. This may have been
that's going to be
the most
scary.
dastardly thing I've ever built. Now, next video, I am going to be joined by 2 very special guests because I'm making 2 very special characters. The twin mages, Palom and Palom, and I will be joined by Blubby the Blessed and Toonie. So, guys, here it is, and don't let the door hit you or the good Lord slit you.